Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk a bit about something a bit more personal that I know people can end up facing. I don't know how many people, realistically in this world actually face this, but it is definitely something that has helped people, and it has definitely helped me. I mean, that's why I don't really, face it so much anymore, and it's just like I said, I'm still suffering from quite a few things, but like I say in some of my previous videos, I am definitely very close to having them all dead and completely gone and lifeless and just out of my life forever, permanently gone. And so one of the things that I really wanted to talk about today was facing voices in your head. I have faced this since I was a kid, and I was definitely not a miserable kid. I mean, I always pretended to be happy. I mean, people were really, really mean to me, and so, I always, I just took their shit and, kind of laughed off the pain. People would be really mean to me, and I just kind of, laughed and pretended it was totally fine of what they said to me or did to me, and it just, no. But realistically, I was still miserable. However, I was also a very peaceful soul. I just wanted everyone to be happy, and I'm slowly getting back into my childhood self. But I'm still a giving person, but I have my own power now, and so now I definitely do use it. But I guess as a kid, I still had a lot of power. I was just afraid to use it on people because I know that I can cause a lot of damage or that I can cause a lot of light and love. I'm really living karma, honestly. So, it's you really choose where you stand with me in my life. And, if you choose to not respect me, then I'm not going to fucking respect you. And so, I definitely... It's hard for me to talk about my childhood because I don't really know if, saying I was miserable or not miserable is right. I don't know which one is the right answer because they kind of both are. Because I would always pretend to be happy, and I was the kind of person that got over things really quite quickly. I mean, I still do, but, as a kid, I would just shake shit off immediately. Because, again, I wanted everyone to be happy. I wanted to get along with everyone. I didn't want to have any enemies. I didn't want to get on people's bad side. I wanted everyone to be happy and balanced, living their greatest life. So I never said anything. I never really, did anything to stand up for myself or anything like that till high school. So I don't really know if to say if I was miserable is right or not miserable, but I was not really a dark kid. I mean, I was born with anger issues, but I gained control over them once I recognized that it was hurting people, physically hurting people, because when people hurt me physically, even to this day, however, if you do it by accident, I won't hurt you, but if you do it on purpose, yeah, it sets a trigger off in my head that's automatically just destroy this creature, right? So, that's what happens, and that's what did happen, except for I didn't have control over who I would do that to. I didn't have control, and this was before, no, I was just too scared to do it at school, because I wanted everyone to like me, so that also kind of helped me gain control over it, I guess, because I wanted everyone to like me, so I didn't want to go and cause everyone suffering and pain and, pain. So I did gain control over my anger issues. So, it definitely has nothing to do with that either. And it's it's kind of a bit of a blur because it was both dark, very dark, and also very light in my past. Actually, probably not even that dark. I was probably the darkest, thing in my childhood, and I didn't even know it. It's just that darkness that's inside of me definitely lived on, and I lose control over it sometimes, and sometimes I don't. And it really just depends on what people do to me and how people treat me. I am angry most of the time because people usually aren't respecting me, and that has nothing to do with my anger issue. Some people get so blinded that they actually say, well, maybe if you actually respected people, people will respect you. But it's always that people disrespect me first that creates that. So this video has gone on for too long of me talking about this, but I guess I kind of have to get into this to really make sense of how it happened for me so that you can make sense more of how it happened to you and, relate in your own way. How I started dealing with these voices because they just kind of came over me. I actually thought that there was like, you know, some dark spirit around me or something, and who knows, maybe there was, I don't know, but I don't really believe that much in dark spirits. I mean, I do and I don't, but doesn't really matter what it was. The point is letting something have power over your brain is what the real situation is, because even dark spirits can't get into your fucking head if you don't fucking, if you have your own source of power and you're not relying on someone or something else all the time to give you that power, you're going to be unstoppable and uncontrollable on all levels from anything that tries to take power and have an advantage over you. So it's all about the power of yourself, all of your inner power and inner strengths to use against these voices. What I've came to learn with these voices, or, you know, even facing your own demons, because it's usually your own demons talking to you, but whether that's the case of insecurities or not, all your demons want from you is for you to recognize your own strength. That's the only reason darkness ever shows up for us, is for us to recognize our own strengths, right? And instead, we start looking at them as like, they're the ones in power. And that's exactly what they're here to do. They're here to show us that we are powerful, powerful beings, and that we can do anything we set our goddamn minds to, right? So having that show up for you in your life, no matter if it's been your whole life or just recently, it doesn't matter when it's happened to you. The point is that it's happening to you, and how you can deal with it is by recognizing your own inner strength and power. And, you know, I've always just completely ignored the voices in my head, you know, like they would tell me to do really bad, dark things, and I never listened, and it was quite scary, because it's like, that's what made me think it was a dark spirit, because it's like, it's telling me to do really, really messed up and bad things, and so it was really kind of scary for me, but that also helped me gain a lot of strength for my future now too, because it's like, I really don't listen to what's being told to me if it does not positively benefit my life in any sort of way, and not in a selfish way, in a way that it's like, it might give them something, but it ain't giving me something. So, and it's just going to cause me damage more than anything. So it's like, it's not worth it to me. And for, you know, the voices, they can be really, really powerful. They are really powerful. But again, they're there to help you recognize your own inner strength and your own true power, right? So when those show up, it's a challenge for you to avoid those voices. They are telling you shit that like you're not good enough and you have to do this to be liked, and you know, but it's not actually true. It is just an illusion of your securities, all in one dark little thing in your brain. And or you might even see them around you, you know, but even shadow people and all that are said to be your own darkness that you've created within yourself. So, and I've experienced with that a lot too. It's like my anger used to cause so much of that. I would see dark figures all the time, and then when I started, you know, focusing on really cleansing myself and really focusing on the light of my life, they left. Because the best power over darkness is light. And I tell this to a lot of people who view me as some supernatural expert, and it's like, I'm definitely not an expert in this, but I do know damn well that dark things don't like light things, because they are both equally powerful and they can both equally destroy each other. So what I would do when these voices would show up for me is I would just straight up just ignore them and not give them that power to decide for me, because it would just click in my brain that it's like, this is not who I am. This is who I am. And recognize yourself. Don't recognize the voices and that, oh, they might be right. Don't even think about it. Just think about, this does not resonate with me. This is not who I am. This is who I am. And they have no say in who I am or what I'm doing in my daily life. They have no control, no power over me, and they are not going to decide shit for me. Right? So that is the most power. That's all they want to hear from you. You know, they just want you to recognize that for yourself. That's all they want. If you're too powerful, they won't come near you. They can't come near you. Dark spirit or not, they can't come near you because they know that you will fuck them up. You know how to destroy them. You know how to get rid of them. They won't come near you because they have no power over you, because your power lies from within. And for them to have power over you, they have to become you from within and start controlling you, right? So that is my story, and that is how you can also get rid of your voices, the voices in your head. And now, like I said, I've been dealing with this my whole life, and there is no time limit, to how long this will happen, or, it's just, I've also never really understood it as a kid, so that's a lot of why it took me longer to understand it, because now I have a lot more inner strength and power, and I didn't really have any, buddy encouraging me of power or anything like that. As a kid, I never really had anybody, talking about how strong I was or anything positive, really. So I never really got anything from anyone other than myself, any positive insights about me. So it might be the same for you, but that's why I'm telling you through this video that you have that power to decide your own fate, to create your own actions, to create your own life, and be who you want to be. So that's why I made this video. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And if you guys have any video recommendations or questions for me at all, you can leave them in the comments below this video.